Hi Nayanth, welcome back to my channel here on HubSpot. And as you know, in the last video we were discussed about the chapter areas of parallelograms and triangles, isn't it? And in the last session we have discussed that if you consider a parallelogram and a triangle in such a condition that if parallelogram and triangle is with the same base and between the same parallels, then area of the triangle will be half of the area of the parallelogram. All those things we discussed. So through this video we are going to discuss another concept, okay, but at the beginning of this video anyway we are going to revise the things we discussed together. That means from the starting point of this chapter to the last video we are going to have a look once again very fast. Okay, then we will continue to then we will move to the next topic. Okay, are you ready? So please watch the video well. Okay, so can we go for that? Okay. So when we started this chapter we have discussed how to calculate area of a parallelogram, which is the formula for calculating area of a parallelogram. If you consider the base as b and if you consider the height as h, then the area will be what? B into h. This is the area of the parallelogram with the base b and height h. And here a condition is that when you consider, if you consider any side you can consider as base, that is the advantage. Any side you can consider as base, no problem. But when you consider this side as base, then height should be towards that base. You may understand. Okay. And area is b into h. And if you consider a triangle, if you consider this as b and this as height, so in the triangle also same. If you consider this as base, height should be towards that base. If you consider this as base, height should be towards that. So then what is the formula for area? Half into b into h is the formula for calculating area. Okay. Then we have discussed that. See, can you say that simply, if you consider two parallelograms in this way, can you say that suppose it is first parallelogram, suppose it is second parallelogram, can you say that their areas are equal? No. When their areas can be equal, if you draw two parallelograms in between two parallel lines in such a way that if you consider the first parallelogram in this way and if you consider the second parallelogram suppose in this way, and this is your first parallelogram and this is your second parallelogram, what is the specialty of both parallelogram? It is having the same base, let it be some AB, it is having the same base and both are lies in between the same parallel lines. Are you following me? Then we can say that area of the first parallelogram is equal to area of the second parallelogram. Okay, are you following me? If you consider any two parallelogram with without any condition, we cannot say always their areas are equal. When their areas can be always equal if the both parallelograms are with the same base and between the same parallel lines. When I told you between the same parallel lines means the lower side of the parallelogram should be on the lower parallel line and the upper side of the parallelogram should be on the upper parallel line, and this is the condition, areas should be equal. And okay, and if you consider instead of two parallelogram, I am going to consider a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram, let it be ABCD, and let it first of all you can draw two parallel lines L and M, and in between that parallel line I am going to draw a parallelogram ABCD, and let me draw a triangle some ABD, sorry, ABE. So what is the specialty of the triangle AB and the parallelogram ABCD? Both are having the same base AB and both are in between the same parallel lines. Then what can you say? Can you say that area of the triangle is equal to area of parallelogram? Never. We can say that area of the triangle will be half of the area of parallelogram. That means suppose the area of the parallelogram is 20, area of the triangle will be 10. That much only. And here suppose area of the parallelogram is 20, area of this parallelogram also what? 20. Why? Because their areas should be equal. But here areas are not equal. Area of the triangle will be half of the area of the parallelogram if satisfying, if triangle and parallelogram is satisfying this condition, then the area of triangle will be half of the area of the parallelogram. So this much concept we have been discussed in the last few videos, isn't it? So I have uploaded 4 videos to discuss a silly concept. You can the reason. One video we explain the introductory part. In another video we explain the proof of this theorem, isn't it? It was a theorem. We explained the proof also. Proof is very important. And the next video we discussed here. That means area of the triangle will be half of the area of the parallelogram. We discussed the proof also. I told you the proof is very important. You have to learn the proof also. And let us go to the next session now. So this is your next theorem. Its number is theorem 9.2, page number 160. Okay, theorem 9.2. The theorem says that two triangles on the same base and between same parallels are equal in area. So what it says, if you consider two triangles such that two triangles, isn't it? What was the first theorem? At that time we considered two parallelograms with the same base and between the same parallel lines. And what was the second theorem? In that case we consider a parallelogram and a triangle with the same base and within between same parallel lines. And here I am going to consider, instead of a parallelogram and a triangle, here I am going to consider two triangles, or it can be two or more triangles. It can be any number of triangles. The all triangles should satisfy the condition what? As always, that should share a same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So according to this theorem, it says that for the time being I am going to draw only two triangles. It says that if you consider two parallel lines L and M, just consider two parallel lines L and M. Are you following me? I am going to draw some triangles, or let it be some two triangles, in such a way that both triangles should lies on the same base and should be in between the same parallel lines. See, what is the speciality of this triangle ABC and ABD? What is the speciality of both triangles? Both are standing on the same base AB and both are in between the same parallel lines. When I say in between the same parallel lines, you have to make sure that the lower side of the triangle is on the lower parallel line and the upper point of the triangle should be on the upper parallel line. See, this is with these both triangle are on the same base AB and in between the same parallel lines. If the condition is like that, if the condition is like this, then only, which is the condition? Both triangles shares a common base, and if it is in between two parallel lines, then only we can say that area of first triangle is equal to area of second triangle. When area of first triangle is equal to area of second triangle, how it is possible? If both triangles are on the same base and in between the same parallel lines, then we can say that area of the first parallelogram and area of the second parallelogram are equal. I am going to prove this theorem. The proof also very important. In order to prove that, what I have to prove it out. I have to prove that if you are considering two triangles in this way, then area of the first triangle is equal to area of the second triangle. Okay. So in order to prove, you can write proof in this way also. That means you can write given thing first. What? Given thing. Then you can write the next step, what we have to prove. Then we can go to the proof. This is the correct exact way of writing proof for a theorem. Since it is a theorem, this is the exact way of writing proof for that. First of all, you can mention the given thing, and second, you can mention about to prove. That means what we have to show. Then we can go to the proof. So which is the given condition here? The given condition is, consider two triangles on same base and between same parallels, and this is the given condition. What is the condition? Given condition: consider two triangles on the same base and the same parallel, between same parallel. That is the given condition. What we have to show? If you consider two triangles in this way, then what we have to show? Area of first triangle is equal to area of second triangle. This is the thing we have to show. That means, ഇവിടെ പറയുന്നത് ഇതാണ്, രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഒരേ ബേസിലും രണ്ട് പാരലൽ ലൈൻസിൻ്റെ ഇടയിലായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്താൽ അവിടെ ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആകും എന്നാണ് തിയറം പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് ആ തിയറത്തിൽ എന്താണ് ഗിവൺ കണ്ടീഷൻ? രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഒരേ ബേസിലും രണ്ടും ഒരേ പാരലൽ ലൈനിൻ്റെ ഇടയിലുള്ള രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം? അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ തിയറം പറയുന്നത് ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആണ്, ഈ ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആവണമെന്നാണ് തിയറം പറയുന്നത്. അത് നമുക്ക് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം. എങ്ങനെ? ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ഫസ്റ്റ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ഏരിയ ഓഫ് സെക്കൻഡ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ. വി ഹാവ് ടു ഷോ ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട്. ദിസ് ഈസ് ദ വേ ഹൗ ടു പ്രൂവ് എ തിയറം. You have to think that, you have to understand that a theorem is not just like a question. It is the way of representation of a theorem. In this theorem, we have to split this theorem as which is the given thing and which is the thing we have to prove it out. You may understand. Okay. So in order to prove this theorem, let me calculate area of first triangle and area of second triangle separately. So which is the area of first triangle? Area of first triangle, let me consider the triangle ABC. What is the area of triangle ABC? What is the area of triangle ABC? Which is the formula for calculating area of triangle? half into B into H is the triangle formula for calculating area of the triangle, isn't it? That means half into, which is the base of the triangle ABC, which is the base AB is the base of the triangle ABC, isn't it? So instead of B you can write AB. And what is H? Is there any H given in the triangle? No. Since there is no H given, so I am going to draw an H. See, and you know what is the in which way you have to draw a height? The height should be always perpendicular to the base. Perpendicular എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കറക്റ്റ് നേരെ കുത്തനെ ആയിരിക്കണം. അതായത് perpendicular means that line should create 90 degree with the base. So height should be perpendicular. That means in triangle ABC, how you can draw a height? Can you draw a height in this way towards base? No, because this is not perpendicular. So this is not possible. That should be straight to the base. So in this way you can draw a height. This is almost straight in this way. That means if this is H1, if you are writing it as H1, H1 is the height of the triangle ABC. I told you, you know this, the base of the triangle is AB, and I told you the height should be always towards the base, isn't it? But in this triangle AB, in this triangle ABC, can you draw a height towards the base in this way? Can you draw in this way? Can you draw in this way? No. Why? Because height should be perpendicular, height should be straight. Then this is the only one we can draw a height towards the base, no? And that let it be H1. That means H1 represents the height of the triangle ABC. Are you following me? Yes. So instead of H, I am going to write it as H1, where H1 represents the height of the triangle ABC. So let it be there. Okay. So triangle ABC's area we calculated. Then let me come to area of what? Triangle ABD. That is your next triangle. ABD. See, ABD, this is your triangle. Okay, in order to calculate the area of that, half into BH into H is the same formula. So half into, which is the base of the triangle, which is the base of the triangle, can you see that? AB is the base again, because both triangle base is same now, AB. And is there any height given in that triangle? No height is given. So as I told you, height should be always perpendicular to the base. But in this triangle ABD, we can draw a perpendicular height in this way. See, now this height is straight, no? Yes. So this is the height in the triangle ABD. So let it be H2. And H2 is the height. See, this is perpendicular also. Are you following me? So H2 is the height of the triangle ABD. You may understood. And you just see instead of H, you can write what? H2, where H2 is the height of the triangle ABD. Are you following? Okay. So let me continue that. Let me continue with this. So half into AB into H2 we got, isn't it? That means we got area of triangle ABC as half into AB into H1, and we got area of triangle ABD as half into AB into H2. I'm not going to stop here. Let me continue. Half into as it is, AB as it is without any change. Can I write instead of H2 half as it is, AB as it is, instead of H2? I repeat, instead of H2 can I write H1? Why? Because H2 and H1 are equal. What is the reason? H2 and H1 are equal. Why? Because instead of H2 can I write H1? Half into AB into H2, it was the area of triangle ABD. So I am rewriting it as half as it is, AB as it is. Instead of H2 can I write H1? Of course. Why? Because from the figure it is very clear that H2 and H1 are equal. Why? Because the both heights are height in between the same parallel lines. So as you know, height in between the same parallel lines, anywhere they are equal. That means obviously H1 and H2 should be equal. From the figure it is very clear. That means H1 should be equal to H2. That's why I can replace H2 as H1. And now you just see, what is half into AB into H1? What is half into AB into H1? Half into AB into H1 is nothing but what? Area of triangle ABC. So instead of half into AB into H1, what I can write? Area of triangle ABC. You just see, we started with the area of triangle ABD, and finally after some modification we reached in area of triangle ABC. So what it implies? Area of triangle ABD and area of triangle ABC are equal. You may understood. So this is enough. That means if two triangles are existing with such a given condition, such that if both triangles base is same and in between both triangles are standing in between same parallel lines, then area of first triangle should be equal to area of second triangle. And we proved that area of the first triangle is equal to area of second triangle. You may understood. So it's very simple. I'm not going to explain it once again. I know that this is very clear for you. Okay, so next theorem is a very important theorem. So before going to prove that, let me discuss something with you. Okay, are you ready? You just consider a triangle like this. Which is base here? Obviously this side you can consider as base, no problem in that. Then height you can draw in this way. Any problem? Yes, no problem, isn't it? And this is the height and this is the base. And consider the same triangle again. This is base now. Can I draw a height like this? 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 Then how you can draw a height? Height should be in this way. Why? Because the height should be straight to the base. In other words, I can say that height should be perpendicular to the base. That means after drawing height to the base, if you are measuring this angle and this angle, that should be 90 degree. 90 degree, that is the meaning of perpendicular. Are you following me? The height should be perpendicular to the base. Okay. Now you may understand the things, isn't it? Now we just consider this triangle. Is it a triangle? Is it a triangle? Of course this is a triangle, and let it be, name it as ABC. Which is base here? Obviously you can, if you consider BC as base, I am going to consider BC as base. This is my, okay, this is my base BC. See, this is my base BC. Okay, how I can draw a height? Anyway, height should be from this vertex towards the base which I am considering, and BC is the base I am considering. So can I draw a height from A towards BC? See, suppose if I draw like this, can you consider it as a height? Can I consider it as a height? No, very good. Why? Because that height is not straight to the base. This is base, no? Can you say that this height is straight to the base, or this height is perpendicular to the base? Why? Because this is not 90 degree. So can you draw a height like this? No. Can you draw a height like this? No. Can you draw a height like this? No. Then what we can do? Inside this triangle, anyone cannot draw a height. Why? Because the height should be perpendicular. Inside this triangle, if you are considering BC as the base, a height we cannot draw. That means we cannot draw a line perpendicular to the base BC inside this triangle. That means, in short, we cannot draw a height inside this triangle. That doesn't mean, can you say that in the triangle height ഇല്ലാന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇല്ല, ഹൈറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ ഇങ്ങനെ വരയ്ക്കേണ്ടതെന്നറിയോ? ഇങ്ങനെ വരയ്ക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഇത് തെറ്റാണ്, കാരണം ഇത് പെർപെൻഡിക്കുലർ അല്ല. ഇപ്പം എങ്ങനെ വരയ്ക്കേണ്ടതെന്നറിയോ? ഇതാണല്ലോ ബേസ്. അതിനെ സാവധാനം ഇങ്ങോട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? ഇച്ചിരി ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വലിച്ചു നീട്ടുക. Okay, just produce the side BC towards this side. Okay, then now BC, what I did is BC I just produced it to the left side. Then you can draw a height from A towards this line, and this you can consider as the height of the triangle. This is the rule. You may understood the rule. So if a height we cannot draw inside the triangle, this is the rule to mention a height. Just produce the base towards the left side or right side, whatever side you need, that side. Then from the vertex you can draw a height. Now this is perpendicular. This is the height of this triangle. You may understood. And now let us move to the next section. Okay. See, this is a theorem. You can consider it as a theorem or problem. Whatever it is very important. Show that. That means you have to prove that. Show that. You have to show that a median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal area. Once again, show that a median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal area. Okay, it means that you just consider a triangle. I'm going to consider a triangle in this way. sorry, I know that you may not understood the theorem. So you may don't know what is median. Let me explain that also. I forgot to explain that. So let me explain median first. Okay. So before writing this theorem, you have to mention. I have discussed about the height just now. How to draw a height in the triangle. First triangle it was very easy, but in the third triangle it is not easy. Then you may understood to produce the base and to draw the height. So that you have to mention in the notebook, first notebook, before writing this theorem, and you have, after that you have to mention about median also. Then only we will get understood this theorem. Or after median you can write this theorem. Okay. And listen, what is median? That is our question. What is median? Okay. Median is, you just see, consider a triangle. Median is, if a triangle ABC, median is a line from a vertex towards the opposite side of that vertex. That means you can draw a median from A, B, C as your wish. If you are drawing median from A, that median is a line. So if you are starting from A, you have to draw towards BC. That means towards the opposite side of that vertex. Here if you are starting from A, which is opposite side of A, that is BC. So you have to draw that line towards BC. And what is median is a line joining from a vertex to the opposite side of that vertex in such a way that that line should bisect BC. That means if you draw a line like this, then can you call it as a median? If you want to call this line as a median, then this side should be equal to this side. That is what is, this line should bisect BC. Suppose, let me explain in a very simple way. Suppose you just consider triangle ABC such that this side is 10 cm. Are you following me? ഇനി ഈ ലൈൻ ഒരു മീഡിയൻ ആണോ എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നോക്കണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? ഈ സൈഡും എത്ര വീതമായിരിക്കണം? 5ഉം 5ഉം വീതമാണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ you can call this a line as a median. That means median is a line from a vertex to the opposite side of that vertex such that that line should bisect the third side or bisect the side. If BC is 10 cm, that line should divide BC as 5 into 5. Then only you can call it as a median. You may understood. Okay, so how we can write a definition? Median is a line drawn from one vertex of a triangle towards the opposite side such that that line should bisect that side. This is the definition of the median. Median is a line drawn from one vertex of a triangle towards the opposite side such a way that that line should bisect that side. You may understood. So now can we move to this theorem? Okay, what this theorem says, show that a median, this is theorem 9.3, page number 161. Show that a median of a triangle divides, you may understood median now, so no problem in that. Show that a median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal area. That means this theorem says that, this is not your theorem 9.3, this is your example 3. So this is not a theorem, this is your example 3 in your page number 161. But you can consider it as a theorem because that much importance is there for this question. Show that a median, that means you just consider a triangle. You just consider a triangle. This is a triangle ABC. You just consider triangle ABC. Is there any problem in that? No. Then according to this question we have to draw a median. According to this question we have to draw a median. So let me draw a median. How I can draw a median? A median should be a line such that should start from this vertex, then or can be from this vertex or can be from this vertex, but for the time of sake, let me draw a median from this vertex such that that line should bisect AB. That line should divide AB into two equal parts, isn't it? So can I draw a median like this? Can I draw a median like this? No. Why? Because this line is not dividing AB into two equal parts. This part is not equal to this part. So how we can draw? How we want to draw? See, obviously almost in this way, no? See, listen. Almost this is the midpoint. So we have to draw a median like this. Are you following me? How many of you understood? Now CD is a median. Why? Because CD can consider as a median. See, the median should not be perpendicular. It can be perpendicular sometime. It cannot be perpendicular sometime. Don't think that median should be perpendicular. This angle can be anything. Sometime it may be 90 degrees. Sometime it may not. Only the condition is that line should bisect AB. That line should divide AB into two equal portions. Here it is almost two equal portions. Now you can consider CD as the median. That means this is your what? This is your median. Okay. So this is the given condition in the question. Show that this is the given condition in the question. A median of a triangle divides. That means a median of a triangle is there in the question. So a median of the triangle is dividing the entire triangle into two smaller triangles. We have to show that what we have to show, a median of a triangle divides the entire triangle into two triangles of equal area. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിവിടെ എന്താ പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? ആ ഉണ്ടായ രണ്ട് ചെറിയ ട്രയാങ്കിളുടെയും ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആണെന്ന് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം. എന്താ? ഷോ ദാറ്റ് എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം. എന്ത്? ഒരു മീഡിയൻ ഒരു ട്രയാങ്കിളിൽ വരച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് രണ്ട് ചെറിയ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ആകുന്നു. ആ രണ്ട് ചെറിയ ട്രയാങ്കിളുടെയും ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആവണം. അതായത് ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആവണമെന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് വി ഹാവ് ടു പ്രൂവ് ദാറ്റ് ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ദിസ് സ്മോളർ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ദിസ് സ്മോളർ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ, വിച്ച് ഈസ് ദ ഗിവൺ കണ്ടീഷൻ. CD is the median. That is the only one given condition. Then we got two triangles. We have to show that area of this triangle is equal to area of this triangle. That we need to prove. Okay. So in order to prove that, as I told you, let me write it as step by step, which is the given condition here. Then what we have to prove. Then how we can prove that proof. So which is the given condition here? Here only one given condition is there. CD is the median. What is the given condition? CD is the. നിങ്ങളൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ ഗിവൺ കണ്ടീഷൻ നോക്കാമെന്നറിയോ? ഷോ ദാറ്റ് കണ്ടിട്ട് ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു ലൈനില്ലേ, അതായിരിക്കും ഗിവൺ കണ്ടീഷൻ, മീഡിയൻ ഓഫ് എ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ ബാക്കി ലാസ്റ്റുള്ള ലൈനില്ലേ, ടു ട്രയാങ്കിൾസ് ഓഫ് ഈക്വൽ ഏരിയ, അതാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. മനസ്സിലായോ? ഓക്കെ. So which is the given condition? CD is the median. That is the only given condition here. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that here, which are the two triangles, area of ADC, sorry, which are the two triangles ADC and BDC. We have to prove that area of ADC is equal to area of BDC. So നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തീരെ മനസ്സിലായെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ഒന്നും കൂടി ഞാൻ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഒരു വലിയ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ, ആ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ നിങ്ങളൊരു മീഡിയൻ വരച്ചു. CD ഒരു മീഡിയനാണ്. മീഡിയൻ വരച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമാണ് കേട്ടോ, എന്ത് വരച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രം, മീഡിയൻ വരച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രം എന്താവും, രണ്ട് കുഞ്ഞ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കിട്ടും. വരച്ചത് ലൈൻ മീഡിയൻ ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ കിട്ടുന്ന രണ്ട് ചെറിയ ട്രയാങ്കിളിൻ്റെയും ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മീഡിയൻ അല്ലാതെ എന്ത് വരച്ചാലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കിട്ടൂലേ? പക്ഷേ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഏരിയ ഈക്വലാവോ? ഇല്ല. എന്ത് വരച്ചാലേ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഏരിയ ഈക്വലാവുള്ളൂ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ വേണമെങ്കിലും ലൈൻ വരയ്ക്കാം. മീഡിയൻ അല്ലാതെയും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇത് നോക്കുക, ഒരു വലിയ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ വരച്ചതാ, ലിസൺ, ഒരു വലിയ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ വരച്ചു. അതിന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ വരച്ചാലും രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കിട്ടും. ഇതിൻ്റെ ഏരിയ ഈക്വലാവോ? ഇല്ല. എപ്പോഴാണ് ഏരിയ ഈക്വലാവുക? വരയ്ക്കുന്ന വര മീഡിയൻ ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഏരിയ ഈക്വൽ ആവുമെന്നാണ് നമുക്ക് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. യു മേ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ്. സോ വാട്ട് ഐ ഹാവ് ടു പ്രൂവ്? ഏരിയ ഓഫ്, ഹിയർ ഐ ഹാവ് ടു പ്രൂവ് ദാറ്റ് ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ADC and area of triangle BDC are equal, isn't it? Area of triangle ADC should be equal to area of triangle BDC. This is the thing I have to prove. So which is the given condition? CD is the median is the given condition. What I have to show it out? I have to prove that since CD is the median, I have to prove that area of first triangle is equal to area of the second smaller triangle. Okay. So in order to prove that, let me calculate area of that both triangles separately. Area of DADC separately and area of BDC also separately. Okay. Then what is the formula for calculating area of triangle ADC? Since it is a triangle, the formula is half into B into H. So which is the half into? Which is the base of the triangle ADC? Which is the base of the triangle ADC? Can you say that? Of course, AD is the base. AD is the base. And here, is there any height in the triangle? No. So let me draw a height of the triangle ADC. So can you draw a height like this? See? Can you draw a height like this? Can you consider, let it be some h1. Let it be some h1. Can you consider that h1 as the height of the triangle ADC? Of course, this is the height because, why? Because that line is perpendicular. So perpendicular, the height should be perpendicular towards the base. Base I am considering it as AD. Then you can mention h1 as the height, no problem, but because that is perpendicular. So AD instead of h, I am writing it as h1. Instead of h, let me write it as h1. Is there any problem? No problem. Okay. Now let me come to the second triangle area of BDC. Same formula, half into base into height is equal to half into, which is the base of the triangle BDC. Which is the base of the triangle BDC? Which is base? BD is the base. So BD, without any doubt, I can say that BD is the base. And instead of h, I have to mention height of that triangle. Listen, this is your triangle. Can you, in this triangle, listen, this is your triangle, base we got it as BD, then we have to mark height. But in this triangle, can you draw a height like this? Sorry, can you draw a height like this? Can you draw a height like this? See, my question is, can you represent that your triangle is BDC, no? So you have to, then when you are mentioning, when you are marking a height, my question is, can you mark a height like this? No, why? Because height should be perpendicular towards the base you are considering, but this is not perpendicular, this is not straight. So in short, you cannot consider this as height. Then is there any way to draw a height inside that triangle? No, we already discussed that, isn't it? Then what is the way? Just produce BD towards the left direction. It is already produced. കാരണം എന്താ BD ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വരച്ച് നീട്ടേണ്ട കാര്യമുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല, BD ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നീണ്ടു തന്നെ കിടക്കുന്നത്. എന്നിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? Already it is already produced. Then എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? സിയിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു ഹൈറ്റ് ഇങ്ങനെ വരയ്ക്കണം. അതല്ലേ സ്റ്റെപ്പ്. ആ ഹൈറ്റ് തന്നെയല്ലേ ഇവിടെ നേരത്തെ വരച്ചേക്കുന്ന h1 ആലോചിച്ചേക്ക്. നമ്മൾ ഹൈറ്റ് ഇതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ വരയ്ക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്തപ്പോൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യുക? ബേസ് നമ്മളിങ്ങോട്ട് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. എന്നിട്ട് മുകളിൽ നിന്ന് താഴോട്ടൊരു ഹൈറ്റ് വരയ്ക്കും. ആ ഹൈറ്റ് തന്നെയല്ലേ ഇപ്പോൾ വരച്ചേക്കുന്ന h1. ഇനി സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ഒന്നും കൂടെ വരയ്ക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് ഇൻസ്റ്റെഡ് ഓഫ് ദിസ് h, can I write h1 again? Yes. Because h1 is the height of that triangle also. Because we know how to draw a height in a triangle. If we fail to draw a height inside the triangle, then what is the method we have used? We have to produce the base towards this direction. Then we have to draw a height towards that base. Okay, towards that produced base. Then this is already a height is mentioned there. That means, I am repeating, in this triangle, in order to draw a height, it is impossible because height should be perpendicular towards the base. Then what we can do? We already discussed that in that case, we have to produce the base towards the left direction. Then what you have to do? From C, you can draw a height towards that. That is already marked there. In the first triangle, when we marked h1, in this triangle, if you want to draw a height, you have to draw in this way only because it is already produced. So is there any need to draw it again? No, because it is already marked there h1. So we can mention that height as h1. You may understood. So let me modify it. Half into BD is the base, no? Instead of BC, can I write AD? You may not understood. Sir, how you can write this BD as AD? Half as it is without any change. Instead of BD, can I write AD? That is the question. See, instead of BD, can I write AD? Of course. Why? Because AD and BD are equal, no? Why? Because see, this is the median, no? CD is the median, no? Median will bisect the total side into equal portion, isn't it? Since it is median always bisect the third side, or median always dividing the last side into two equal portion. So can I write BD as AD? You may understood that. Listen, why I am repeating again. Why? Because I can say that BD and AD are equal. Why? Because since CD is the median, if the total length is 20, it will be 10. It will be 10. Why? Because CD is the median should bisect the total side. If it is 20, it should be 10 and it should be 10. That means if AD is equal to 10, BD also will be 10. That means BD and AD are equal, no? So instead of BD, can I write AD? Of course, you can write. So that's why instead of BD, I used to write as AD and H1 as it is. Now we just see. Listen, we started with the area of BDCA, isn't it? And we have reached here, then we reached here, then we, after some arrangement, we have reached here. What we got now? Half into AD into H1. What is half into AD into H1? See, half into AD into H1. What was that? Area of ADC. So instead of half into AD into H1, can I write area of ADC? So hence the proof, no? What we have proved? We proved that area of BDC and area of ADC are equal. That means when you draw a median, the entire triangle will split into smaller triangle. Both area of both triangles should be equal. That we proved already. Area of the first smaller triangle and the area of the second smaller triangle are equal. You may understood. So you may understood it well, isn't it? And we have proved that median of a triangle divides the entire triangle into two triangles of equal area. We have proved that. And see, by this concept, we reached to the end of the chapter. That means all the concept of the chapter is over. All the concept of the chapter is over. That means we covered all the concept in this chapter. Then what is waiting? A huge amount of questions are waiting for us by using this concept. Are you following me? So in order to do that question, you have to thorough with this concept. So just after watching this video, what you have to do is you have to go through each concept. Which is the first concept? Area of the parallelogram is equal to B into H. Which is the second concept? Area of the triangle is equal to half into B into H. And which is the third concept? If you consider two parallelograms in such a way that both parallelograms are on the same base and between the same parallel lines, then the area of both parallelograms are equal. And which is the next concept? If you consider a parallelogram and a triangle with the same base and between the same parallel lines, then the area of the triangle will be half of the area of the parallelogram. And which is the next concept we discussed. Not just now, we discussed the next concept is, if you consider two triangles with the same base and between the same parallel lines, then the areas are equal. And which is the last concept we discussed? The median of a triangle divides the total triangle into two smaller triangles of equal area. And let me tell you one thing, all the proof is very important. So what you have to do is, after watching this video, see, let me tell you one thing. Please don't spoil the time. I know that in order to watch this video, only 37 or almost 45 minutes is required. So that doesn't mean after 45 minutes you can take rest. That doesn't mean after just 45 minutes you can start writing notes. No, you have to watch this video well. You have to watch this video twice and practice question well. And you have to practice the things we discuss in this video. And after that you can start writing notes. Then after writing notes, what you have to do? You have to revise from the beginning section of this chapter till the end. This is the end. Just now what we discussed, that is the end point. We have discussed many things in this chapter, isn't it? I know this is the fifth video, I think, in this chapter. That means by this fifth or 5 or 6 videos, we completed all the concepts. These all 6 video concepts are very important, and that is there in your notebook. You already mentioned everything in the notebook. Please revise all the concept together, okay, after watching this video, and get ready to solve question. So let me remind you again and again, if your concept is not thorough with you, you may fail to do problems. So please thorough the concept and ready for the problems, and wish you a very good day. Bye bye.